PC gaming is dead?
One of my all-time favorite things that console fanboys say is that PC gaming is dead, or that PC gaming is like smaller or less important than console gaming, stuff along those lines. I love it when they say stuff like that because it's one of the easiest things to prove wrong, and it makes the statement as a whole even more ridiculous on its face.
The true Chads and patricians of the gaming universe are in fact the phone users. Phone gaming is bigger than consoles and PCs put together.
The PC gaming market has been healthily growing over the last few years, while executives for both Xbox and PlayStation have been openly talking about how the console market is stagnant. There are also just way more PC gamers than console gamers worldwide. These things are really easy to fact check, and yet console dudes will still go up to bat for this complete dog spit point of PC gaming somehow being a small market or a shrinking market. Case in point,
I don't think it's a shrinking market, but I do think the amount of people that can afford a high-end gaming PC is going to naturally be lower than the amount of people that can afford a $400 to $500 console. So consoles have a lower barrier to entry. It's the same reason why phone gaming is really popular. Is phone gaming popular because phone gaming is better than console gaming? No. Phone gaming is popular because it's convenient and it's also easy to access. That's the reason why it's popular.
The other day, Steam hit a new all-time concurrent player record, so I, in my lovable way, quote tweeted the news with the caption, quote, PC gaming is dead, by the way.
Wow.
And can you guess what happened?
People got mad at you.
Can you guess who tried to argue with me?
Sony fanboys.
Dudes came into my replies and tried to argue that PC gaming actually is still dead, or like small or insignificant.
This was a really big black pill for me to realize that, like, because I didn't realize how dumb people were until I realized that there were people that still were involved in console wars. I couldn't even imagine that.
Like, you know,
These
the
wars are so
39
dumb.
million concurrent players.
It's like,
in the
how's this
screenshot.
happen?
So let's just read through some of my favorite responses, and we'll see if anybody knows what the frick they're actually talking about. My confidence is low, but let's just plug our noses and jump in. Raven responds and says 40 million versus PS4 118 million and PS3 84 million. PlayStation.
If Elon Musk has $400 billion, that means that he can afford to give every person in the world $7 million. This is the same mindset right here.
PlayStation outsold Steam. Yes.
It's an intelligence test. The console bros fail it often.
Do not equal total sales or total engagement or total number. We're talking 39 million players online right now worldwide, or at least at the time that the screenshot was taken. We're not talking total number of Steam accounts, total number of Steam users. We're talking about the number of Steam users online in this very moment. 39 million. Let me ask you,
it's the difference between how many views a YouTube video has and how many live viewers a Twitch stream has. It's obvious. You're comparing total views versus concurrent views. Anybody who doesn't understand this, that's on social media regularly, probably needs to return their high school diploma if they have one and ask for a refund.
Question: how many, what percentage of Steam gamers do you think are online at any given time?
Yeah.
Like, what percentage of the entire population of Steam users is online worldwide at any given time? What
I would guess 10 to 15%, by the way.
Percentage would you say that would be? Because given how widespread of a platform it is, I would say it's probably somewhere between 10, maybe 15% of the total Steam user base is online at any given time.
Yeah,
the same way that, you know, with Xbox or PlayStation or Switch users, the percentage is probably a bit bigger at any given time with those, just because there's a smaller user base in general.
Right.
Again, this is how many PC gamers there are worldwide. But if generously, this is 20%. 1 in 5 Steam gamers is online at any given time.
That's crazy.
Which is way too generous a number. But let's just say that were true. Let's just say 40 million people are online right now, and that's 1 in 5 PC gamers. That's 200 million users.
That's a lot of people.
200 million.
That's an ass load of people.
PS4's total lifetime sales at me? Also, have to bring up the obvious. Out of those 118 million...
I mean, it's a dick eater. You can see he's a dick eater. He's got a picture of Astrobot. I mean, what are we even talking about here? You just look at them, you know that.
PS4 sold, how many of those were people upgrading from the base to the Pro? How many of those were people upgrading from the base to the Slim? How many of those were people buying new ones after their existing one broke? 118 million consoles
I bet Xbox 360 had a lot extra sales for that too. I never thought about that, but you're right.
Sold does not mean 118 million individual buyers.
Pump those numbers up.
Canoe, you fucking dork convention. But let's just keep going here. I got another one. Cryptopsy says PC gaming isn't dead, but it's the least contributor of the whole gaming industry. Fact check wrong. Fact check incorrect. Choose something else than the amount of users to boast the platform, because
I can see why this person thinks this, because there are a lot of infographics that show PC gaming as being the small of the three markets. And those infographics, as far as I know, are accurate. It's just that, and this is the issue, is that those markets are like gaming revenue per platform. Let me see if I can find this here. So if you look at the images right here, you'll see that, open image and new tab. And if you look at PC is actually, console, yeah, PC is a little bit bigger than console, even with this. I didn't even know this. I actually thought that console was larger. But yes, and for a while, console was larger. And you can see now PC gaming is growing substantially. But like you're comparing apples and oranges in a lot of cases. It's the same thing, like, you know, active users isn't the same thing as revenue generated, and current users is not the same as concurrent users. And so all of these types of vocabulary just kind of get meshed together, and like people stop giving a shit what they actually mean. VR is actually kind of big. Yeah, I don't know. How much of that is CSGO cases? Probably half.
Deceptive AF. So PC gaming is the least contributor of the gaming industry. Never mind that literally every technical achievement made in the gaming industry is on the PC. Oh, but Joe, they added SSDs to the consoles. Yeah, who had them first? Who gave them the idea?
Well, the console gamers, I mean, they're basically cavemen, right? And so all you have to do is, like, you know, hit two sticks together and make a spark, and they're going to think this is amazing, right? I mean, you have to understand, guys, the performance mode for the PS5 Pro in some games gets 45 FPS. These people are living in the dark ages. Okay? 45. 30 max, yeah, bro. Like, they think they can't tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS.
Joe, the consoles now have hardware ray tracing. Yeah, who had that first? Who gave them the idea?
Yes.
Every single technical achievement in gaming stems from the PC.
And it's also, as far as I know, I mean, I could be wrong about this, so like don't quote me on this, but like a lot of the tools that these consoles are made from are basically like reformatted versions of PC parts. Like a console and a PC are not that much different. It's just that a console is made exclusively to play games, and it is optimized to exclusively play games. So it's a totally different thing. It's a hand-me-downs? Yeah, exactly, right? So like your PC from 7 years ago is the next big gen console.
Single one of them.
Except it's
but
a
also,
little bit
you know
worse.
what? Maybe it is deceptive to use the number of Steam users as a representation of the PC as a whole. You know what? I'm sorry. That is deceptive of me. I shouldn't have just used the number of Steam users as a representation of the community. I should have also brought up the fact that there are millions upon millions of people playing a PC without even touching Steam. Games like World of Warcraft, games like League of Legends, games like Minecraft, games like Valorant, games like Escape from Tarkov. These are some of the most popular games in the world. They are not hosted on Steam.
He makes a very good point. He's getting so mad. I love this, because this is what console gamers deserve. They deserve to be yelled at. Yeah, but we've put up with them for long enough. It's finally time to let them know what the truth is.
There's another big PC game with a whole bunch of users that isn't on Steam either. You might have heard of it. It's a little indie title called Fortnite. So yes, you're right. Thank you for pointing out to me that the Steam users are not representative of the PC user base as a whole. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How silly of me. There's actually way more than this. Thanks for...
PlayStation gamers and like console gamers will say, if the PC is so good, why haven't they made the PC too? You know, I mean, we're already on the PlayStation 5. You're still using PC 1. They're so stupid, bro. Like...
Reminding everyone, you doof. Ex Machina Gamma says Wings of Redemption was saying recently the PC had a small player base. Raven.
Was he now? Here's the funny thing. If Wings of Redemption played on Steam, appearing offline would have stopped it.
Responds, 40 million is small for such an old platform. Dude, the PlayStation fucking wishes it could have 40 million active users at any given time.
I don't know how
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
These numbers
Very
are incredible. 40 million concurrent users at any given time. Are you shitting in my pants right now?
Oh.
You're saying that's small? Like, if you think 40 million concurrent is small, I want to know what you think is big, because I promise you, PlayStation's even further away from it. That's the irony of this. You're going up to bat for PlayStation while saying 40 million concurrent users is a small number. Do you have any idea what the number of concurrent users on the
These people don't understand numbers, because you don't learn numbers until like 3rd grade.
PS5 is, or the PS4 for that matter, or fuck it, both PlayStation consoles put together. How many concurrent players at any given time do you think are on the PlayStation consoles?
This nerd is upset.
Because I promise you it's not 40 million.
You want to know why he's upset? Because you've had to sit around and listen to these console... Like, we just had a console... We had Astrobot steal Game of the Year away from a number of successful games that were released on PC. And we're supposed to be okay with that? We just have to sit there and fucking take it?
Onyx responds and says, bro, that's 39 million peak. Steam was founded in 2003. Raven responds, keep defending this trash platform. 2003 Steam dog shit. PS2 2000 did have a bigger user base in 10 years. Steam in 21 years still can't match PS2 number and PS4 plus PS5 numbers combined. What? I'm sorry.
Nobody knows.
I love this little thing at the end here. That number can't even match all these other numbers that I combined. Like, what? What? Did you catch that? Steam can't even match PS2, PS4, and PS5 numbers combined. Well, what if I combined a bunch of other numbers that I thought of?
Well,
the
then
PS2,
you're right.
PS4, PS5 numbers combined can't match the number.
And here's another reason, is that they're playing on console, and so they have aim assist. So these people, these are console players, they literally have affirmative action for FPS because they can't play on PC like a real player. They had to add in affirmative action, DEI, so their shitty fucking consoles and their crappy aim could try to keep up with like a gold level player. That's what it is, bro. Aim assist is DEI. It fucking is. Like, I'm saying, like, I mean, am I wrong?
Toyotas, Hondas, and Nissan cars all sold combined since 1994. I bet it can't match that, fucking loser. I too can think of numbers to put together. Onyx says nobody's talking about PlayStation here. Lol, PC guys don't care about numbers. They can play all PlayStation games. You are defending companies over here. Raven says Nixus can't make games. Today I learned Nixus doesn't make games. I
See, this is the reason why we need to get kids off the internet. he needs to be in school. They need to have him in school, man. Like,
I have a few of their games.
I doubt this is a child. I think
bummer, they don't make games. At Priara 541744870 says Toxic Steam is not PC gaming. Oh. Okay. One more. Jonathan says When Dawn's 10 Dead 2025.
They're really not sending their best, are they? When Dawn's 10 Dead. I guess it's dead, guys. That's too bad.
5-year smile. Viva Windows 11. Yeah, listen, not to be a little like sharp with my cutoff here, but I really have to piss. I really have to go take a piss. So I'm gonna do the Doofus Club shoutouts now. If you want to join the channel and be a big doofus with the rest of us, God, 99 cents. Join the Doofus Club.
Where do these people come
from? In every single video. I'm recording this video on December 12th, by the way, so this Doofus Club might be a little bit out of date, but I'm gonna do the list backwards this time to keep you guys on your toes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. The Groovy Banana, the Scrum Master, Crumpet Con, Curtin, Allenspack, Rod.
So here's the way I see it, right? Is this just? It's all the rest of this? Okay. I'll link you guys this video. It's just like him reading out these names. So I think that a lot of console gamers, let's be honest, right? A lot of console gamers are extremely fucking obnoxious about it. And they have like an inferiority complex with PC gamers. And also keep in mind that most console gamers just have a console and they're not part of this at all. They don't care about this at all. And a lot of people that own a PC also own a console. Like, these are like, I'm only talking about like a small subset of this group of people. And this is in no way like a form of racism against like all PlayStation users or all Xbox users. I know they're not all like this, but there sure are some of them. And so, yeah, it's consolism. It is, right? And it's this, they're the minority, right? Yeah, the stereotype. There you go. And so the reason why consoles are more popular is because they're cheaper. They're cheaper and they're easier to use. Also, a lot of people have PCs, but not everybody does, because people usually have, maybe they have a console for gaming and they have a phone. And so what do they really need a PC for? Maybe they've got a laptop, maybe not. It's hard to say. So I think in a lot of cases, this really makes a lot of sense. I'll link you, less software problems, exactly. And like, you guys know that as a PC gamer, there are tons of problems. I'll give you guys a video link. Joe from Seattle. This guy was, I'm glad that there's somebody down there in the trenches fighting for the fucking, the integrity of PC gaming. It's sad, man. Yeah, try and upgrade a console. Yeah, but you don't do that, right? Well, what I'm saying is, like, console gaming is probably the cheaper alternative, but at the same time, it's not going to have the same types of, like, basically console gaming is being in the middle, and PC gaming is either being on one of the two tail ends, right? Because in order to have a PC that's going to run a game on, like, the equivalent quality that, like, a console would, you will have to spend more on a PC. That's just the truth. So, like, if you want to run the game with the exact same specs, you're going to have to spend more money on a PC. So, I mean, it's not entirely untrue, but it's not a surprise more people are doing PC gaming now, too. I'll be right back.